Virgo. Welcome to the Starseed King channel. This is your reading for the Capricorn new moon and Chiron going direct in your 5th house. The new moon happening in your 8th house. And this is along with your Neptune that went direct in, what was it, November 23rd? Yeah, on November 23rd in your 6th house. So you have your house, you're doing your processing, you're using your imagination in the areas of your systemics, and then you have your 5th house where you're trying to organize fun. That's now you're going to start having more fun because Chiron just went direct in your 5th house. So all of the childhood issues you may have had with regarding fun are in a healed state to whatever you are, wherever you are right now is pretty much what you're getting. And then also it's with your intimate relationship. So it's probably like things where you had issues with your best friend or a childhood friend or something that happened when you were younger and it was someone that you thought was close to you. These things were going on in your life and now you're finding the answers, Virgo. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, yeah, your relationships, yeah, your 6th house, it was transiting in Libra, so your partnerships, then your 8th house, your intimacy, and then so who you're really connected with, not just like your surface level connections, but your real connections, and then how you want to have fun here going forward is the part that's healed. So let's go ahead and get started with this message, and I'm so grateful that you are here with me. Okay, thank you very much. Let's see, we're starting out. Ooh, build strong boundaries. Okay, build strong boundaries. It's time for you to have boundaries set so that you know exactly what's going on, who to connect to. You may have run into some narcissistic people. You know, you may have had to go through a little bit of that yourself. Who knows? But let's just find out what's going on right here. Okay, first up, we got some sunstone. Okay, it says, take pleasure in the things you do. Say, we're just talking about the intimate things. Okay, take pleasure in the things you do. We have some amazonite to loosen your grip. Then you have pink opal to be yourself, tell you to be yourself. Sorry about this. We got hematite to get yourself grounded. And we have garnet to follow your passions. Okay, so now let's start out with take your pleasure in the things you do with sunstone. It's all about you empowering yourself, Virgo. Okay, it's all about you and self-empowerment and taking the time to do the things that you love. Maybe you didn't prioritize yourself and you don't feel appreciated right now, but now's the time for you to take pleasure in the things that you do that empower you. Okay, and then you got amazonite. Loosen your grip. Okay, whatever you're criticizing about yourself, listen, you're always in a phase of self-improvement, Virgo. That's natural to you. So you have to realize that that's where your criticism comes from. So if you want to improve, okay, you catch a lot more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. Okay, so you want to be sweet. You want to be kind. You want to compliment. This is what I always tell Virgos. You want to compliment and not criticize. Criticize. Use your critical thinking so you keep yourself safe. Use your critical thinking when you're analyzing things like that. When it comes to people, you just want to make sure you want to be around the people who compliment you or you can compliment, okay? Who get you, who get that hey, sometimes you might get into a critical phase, but you don't necessarily know it because you're so hard on your own self, okay? So be kind to yourself. There you go. Be kind to yourself, Virgo. All right. You're amazing. You know, you're always of service. You're always trying to improve people. It's not that you're trying to, but if someone gets on that side of you, they're going to get off of that side of you, aren't they? They're going to know they shouldn't do that with you. So ground yourself in being who you are. Again, with this sunstone, okay, take pleasure in being who you are and doing the things that you do because you're a human being, you see, not a human doing. So you have to recognize that part of yourself so that you find and feel that self-empowerment, okay? That way you can ignite your passions in areas that make you feel like you're being sufficient with your energy because you do have that 8th house going on, you know, with that 6th house, you're learning how to harmonize. and balance into perfection. Balance perfection is a good way to see, a new forward going in your fifth house as well, because that's the house of your romance and everything like that, and how you have fun, and maybe even your children too, if you have children. So you want to make sure that these are good things that you have going on, okay? And be the bigger person with Jade, okay? Be the bigger person so that you can be the bigger persons. There's things that it's just better for you to acknowledge about yourself in order to enhance who you are. Okay. Now I could have said correct right there. Correct. How about if you're already in that perfect phase and now you're balancing to yourself, so you're enhancing? That's what I would say, Virgo. Okay. Get out of your comfort zone. All right. Which is obviously your discomfort zone. Okay. Get out of your comfort zone, and it's time, because it's time to have fun. It's time to have fun. But a lot of times with Virgo, you're like, oh, I don't want to do this with this, and I don't want to do that with them. The thing of it is who do you want to? Focus on that. Focus like that, and soothe your soul with Celestite, okay? With Celestite, you can talk to the angels. Just look at this crystal and just think about how good it feels just to see how beautiful this blue is, as if it's in the sky of the heavens of such, okay? In the celestials, okay? So you got some Celestite to soothe your soul, along with getting out of your comfort zone, okay? That's why you're doing it, to get out of your comfort zone. It's time for your soul to feel good about making new connections, okay? And this time you do get to be the bigger person, because you are a bigger person, right? Okay, so then you get to release your emotional baggage with aragonite, okay? Look at how orange and earthy that orange is. It's kind of like, when you look at it, it's copper, so it's valuable, it's love, and then it's also helping you release your negative emotions, the feelings and the thoughts that come together when you realize, you know what, you're not being appreciated. You have every right to feel appreciated in everything you do. You just have to be more selective with who you allow to get close to you, because everybody wants to use somebody else to do what they won't do for themselves. And here you come with your self-improving self and thinking that you can help people who aren't ready to help themselves, or who criticize you when you do, and then find out that you are correct when you elaborated and used your intuition. So you have to give yourself credit now, and realize that there's support all around you. Again, with the angels, they're speaking to you. You may want to pay attention to them. The angels are speaking to you, because you got Celestite and Angelite. You notice how they're both like the same color tone? You're getting messages from heaven, Virgo. That's what I would say. You're getting messages from heaven, and they're allowing you to, they're more likely telling you to get out of your comfort zone with the appetite. Get out of your comfort zone. Okay, so you may have had a long time in a trial and a tribulation with people who just got on your nerves, and you just can't stand them anymore. You can't stand the situation anymore. You can't stand the operation of the fact that that situation could be in your life anymore. But now your fifth house is litty. It's time for you to start having fun and being creative with it. And even in your romance department, it doesn't have to be a romance with a person, or it could be. It could be a romance with something that helps you self-improve. It could be you have a fascination again for working out and feeling good after you work out. Okay, that's a good system right there, because you have your sixth house that's going direct, that went direct in Neptune, with Neptune. So your imagination, whatever you're imagining, is you're having a lot of imagination, a lot of intuition, and the things that you love, and in your spirituality. So with all of that going on, it's nothing to really be worried about, because it is your sixth, your sixth house, and your fifth house, along with your eighth house. It really is. There's a foundation of people who you are connected to, right? And then with your sixth house, you have, okay, your eighth house, you have your sorry about this, Mercury retrograde shadow. Okay, with your 8th house, it's all about your intimate connections, people you would invest with, whether it's time, your energy, or money, things like that. Those kind of people that are on that level in your relationships, right? And then with your 6th house, it's also in the house of Libra. So that house is about your partnerships. You're figuring out a system of how you want to handle people, even your workmates, okay? Things like that. Then with your 5th house, this is your romance. Who do you want to have fun with? Okay, what do you have fun with? What makes you feel creative? So all 3 of those sectors of your life are what's going on right now, really powerfully. And then I forgot, hold on, you got, let's see, hold on. Yeah. So I was right. Okay, so then like in your 8th house, it's gonna be something from your childhood. It's gonna be you finding out that there's more people that you didn't know that they were the way that they are. And it's all about accepting them instead of criticizing them. Accept that that's who they are, because when people show you who they are, that is who they are. They're not who you think of in your imagination. If it comes off like they're taking advantage of you, it's because they are. When they you like to have a definite and a finite information, stable data. That's what you like to have. Okay, it's all about you legitimizing your own thoughts and your own feelings. Okay, so again, it's time to set strong boundaries with the black kyanite. All right, black kyanite backs people away from you that do not belong for you. That puts an aura around you that makes it so that you can deal with yourself instead of having to deal with other people, right? And remember your worth with rhodochrosite. Okay, look at that. I always just notice that it looks like a face. This is you. Okay, inside you there is a bunch of love that sees, smells, tastes, and feels. And these are the things that are going on. Look at that like as if it's your mind and your heart at the same time, because the mind goes into the heart, okay? And the heart starts to feel. Allow yourself to remember your worth, and not just remember your worth, that you are valuable in this whole universe worth. Not just, okay, I'm just going to think of myself as worthy of being treated better. You need to realize that it's time for you to commit to being valuable. That way you'll be able to serve your purpose much more effectively, okay, and even graciously. So create your own luck, okay? Maybe it's time for a new adventure with some adventurine, okay? It's time for you to create your own luck and get unstuck in any area of your life that you feel like it, especially in your 5th house, your 6th house, and your 8th house, and connect that with your 7th house as well. So just look at what houses mean, and then that's where you can study for yourself and figure out what I'm talking about if you don't already know. Okay, so now check this out. You got some aquamarine to go with the flow. Okay, so there's absolutely no resistance to what you have going on. Okay, go with the flow of what you have. Be amazing with everything you're doing. All right, you be the person that you really are. Be of service to yourself, and then you'll be a better service to everyone else. And schedule yourself in with Ocean Jasper. Okay, look at all the appointments you have. Each one of those dots is like an appointment in this case. So you're going to look at that and you're going to schedule yourself in, because you are a priority, not an option. Okay, the more you love yourself, the more everyone else will love you better, because you will stand up for yourself with confidence and self-respect. Okay, and then find your way to forgive. Okay, that's what it takes. Before you start all of this and get this really into your system, start the way to forgiveness by forgiving yourself with rhodonite. Okay, look at the darkness on that. Imagine that being your heart, and now that darkness in this case is absorbing all of the negative energy that's in your heart, so that your heart can beat free. And then you remember your worth. Okay, you remember your worth, right? And then you're more kind to yourself. You're more kind to yourself with the pink opal, Look at that. Universe is just giving you this wonderful and positive message so that you go forward into this new year with a great attitude. And this is your message. Thank you so much. You'll see me again soon for Mercury Retrograde. Like, comment, and subscribe.